So I'm here with Jay King after the Celtics take down the Nets 120 to 95. Another great performance by the Celtics, a big blowout over a team that Celtics fans really want to see the Celtics beating. Jay, I mean, even the fans afterward, it sounds like they were chanting about the Brooklyn Nets pick. It's all anybody can talk about when the Nets are involved. I guess what's your takeaway here?
Yeah, the fans were chanting "Thank you, Brooklyn" and Brooklyn's draft pick at the end of the game. I mean, it was an absolute blowout. Celtics are now the number one ranked defense in the entire NBA, which is crazy. Nobody would have expected that coming in. Obviously, playing the Nets boosts that, but still, Celtics defense has been great all year. It was great again, and then in that second quarter, when they started hitting shots, my goodness.
Yeah, I mean, and so much of their offense is just built off their defense. You know, they get the defensive stop. You know, Jay Crowder rips the ball away from somebody, and they're off to the races. And on the other end, I mean, they're so good in transition. This team, they've got Isaiah Thomas who gets to the basket, who distributed really nicely today. You know, he missed a bunch of his first, maybe like his first 5 or 6 shots, but he had 4 assists, and he was really kind of getting things going. But in that second quarter, I mean, when they get out in transition, they're just deadly.
Yeah, they hit their last 9 shots of the quarter. They were 18 for 21 during the second quarter from the field, which is 85.7%. They they hit their last six threes of the quarter. I mean, it was just dominant. Isaiah Thomas was spotting up in the corner. Guys were finding him, and the Nets were just playing awful defense. That is a bad team over there. They're now 2-11. That draft pick looks like it should be in the top five, if not in the top five, very close to it, and maybe number one, number two. The Celtics should have a good chance at a really high lottery pick, and which is why all those chants were coming down as the Nets got rolled out of the TD Garden.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about that. I mean, obviously the Nets bench is terrible, and they give up, just a ton of points. Andrea Bargnani got 15 minutes tonight, which is just never a good sign for your bench. Um, but the Nets starters, Thad Young is a serviceable NBA player. Joe Johnson used to be good. Brooke Lopez is a really good NBA center. I mean, Jarrett Jack can knock down some shots. Hollis Jefferson is kind of a bright spot for them, as far as their young guys. Like, do you think Ainge has any reason to be worried at all?
No, Ainge should be smiling ear to ear. That team, like they have a couple decent players in the starting five. They just don't fit together. It's like they're slow, they're not athletic, their bench stinks. Their bench backup big men are Thomas Robinson, Andrea Bargnani. Good luck with that. They have no scoring off the bench. Jarrett Jack is not good at basketball. Like he can score sometimes, not a good point guard. Doesn't create for others. You can tell by the way they don't get any good 3-point looks, hardly ever. Right now, I believe Stephen Curry is still has still hit more threes than the entire Nets team for the season. So that Nets team is a bad team. Obviously, they've been more competitive lately, but the Celtics are going to get one heck of a pick.